I'm Trinae and you're watching Craft Talk. This is my weekly series where we craft while talking about mindfulness, personal development, and creativity. If you want to know more about me or the show, you can go to becomingfab.com. Our topic for today is courage. We'll be talking about what it means to have courage, why we need to have courage, and how to be more courageous in our everyday lives. So keep watching. Hello, my crafty friend. So today is all about courage, as you have seen from the intro. And this is a card that, this card was so special to me to make. And just the idea of it, the concept, the recording of the voiceovers, everything was just like one of those things that really touch home. And just, one of those things that you find that really, really moves your spirit. And that was this card for me. I made this card for one of my loved ones who was kind of going through a hard time and some decisions that had to be made. And I made this card for her, and it was my way of, just being there for her and doing something for her in a time of need, because, we can't do it all, but we can do little things. And this was my way, making this card was my way of doing something that was small that, really helped her. And I made the card to say have courage, because that's what was going to get her through her situation that she was going through. And that was going to be the only thing that was going to be able to get her through her situations, was for her to have courage and herself, to trust her decision, to trust her actions. And so I made this card and I recorded the process of me making it, and then I came on to do the voiceover. So the first thing that popped into my head was to go over exactly what courage is. Now, if this is your first time catching one of my craft talks, I am a certified school counselor. I am currently in school to be a counselor supervisor, and I have taught from age 6 weeks to people that were old enough to be my grandparents at the college level. So I have did talks and seminars on courage before for a vast age range. And the only reason, I'm not saying that to brag, but the only reason I bring it up is because it doesn't matter what age you ask the question, what is courage? People can give you answers that are in the form of examples. Because courage is not something that we can actually pinpoint and see. It's not like an apple or, something that you can identify and just be, oh yeah, that's courage that did that. That's courage right there. Unless you're talking about Courage the dog, which is, I like cartoons. But back to the point. So what is courage? And I didn't come up with, I researched and came up with a couple of quotes that I have found for people who are more successful than myself and have did things that are far greater than what I have, to see what they have to say about courage. So the first quote I found was by Nelson Mandela, and he gave the quote that I've learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Okay, so that's the first quote. Hang on to that one. So the second quote is from Winston Churchill. And Churchill says, courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. So with those two quotes right there, we know that courage is one of those things that's going to impact every aspect of our lives. I was reading a book by Stephen Covey, and he identifies courage as the father of virtue, I believe. And I'm pretty sure, he says he believes that courage is the father of virtue, because he says it's one of the things that all other virtues are built upon, because it takes courage to stand up for the things that you believe in. So why is courage important? That's what it brings us to. Why is it so important? Well, here's what I believe. I believe that courage is power. I have read that courage is the ability to express your feelings and convictions. So therefore, if it's those two things, if it's power and if it's ability, which are two other things, courage is something that you have that can improve your relationships. It leads to more confidence. It allows you to take risks. It allows you to create, to ask for things, or to demand things. It allows you to succeed, to have fun. Courage is what it takes to be yourself, and courage is what it takes to recreate your world to be the world you want to live in. And like, honestly, it's no other way to break it down. It's one of those things that we have to have, and it's one of those things that a lot of people think that, okay, if I'm gonna be courageous, I can't be afraid. And let me tell you, personal experience, I ain't gonna even say half, y'all. I'm gonna say 98.9%, we can round it to 99% of the things I do takes courage. And the only reason I'm not gonna say 100% of the things is because some things I do are involuntary, and they are just done without thinking. But most of the things that I do in my personal life takes courage. Recording this video, courage. Giving a card, courage. I mean, when you give somebody a card that is, super personal, they can turn around and be like, I don't want this ish. That's not what happened. She was really happy to receive it. But it takes courage to care for other people, because you never know how they're going to respond to it. And it also takes courage to take care of yourself, because that requires you to have standards and to have boundaries and to enforce those standards and boundaries with others. So that's why, courage is something that I love to talk about. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as much as I like teaching older people, I really, really love having this conversation with primary age children, because the answers that you receive are so touching, in the examples that they give. For instance, when I did a course, well, not a course, but a seminar on courage for some younger kids, one child stated that courage was standing up for a friend on the playground. And to me, that just was yes, you get it. Yes, baby, you get it. Because think about all the times you have to stand up for other people or other things. So with that said, how do we live more courageously? How do you have a life full of more courage? First, you gotta check your mindset. I am a firm believer in positive affirmation. I know a lot of people want to say it's BS, but I am a firm believer in it. Now, I like to do my affirmations by, being honest with myself, because if you're not honest with yourself, it's not going to work. You can say, I may be afraid right now, but I am going to succeed, or I am going to ... whatever it is that you're going to do. You have to affirm it. The second thing is embrace the fear. Sometimes when we think, okay, I must be courageous, we think, okay, how do I stop being afraid? Because I want to get this fear out of me. I don't want to be afraid. And it doesn't work that way. You have to be afraid and acknowledge you are afraid and do it anyway. It's a girl on Periscope who her tagline is "Do It Scared," and I love it, because you have to do so many things when you are afraid or when you're scared. So we gotta affirm and embrace the fear. Now, with that in mind, fear is hard to embrace. So if you're one of those people who need to think things out, come up with a contingency plan, if then, sort of situation. So if I fail this time, then I'm going to ... Come up with a plan, because that is, that's just being prepared. And it's nothing wrong with being prepared. Now, you're not going to be able to do that in all situations, but if it's a situation where you can think it out, then go for it. And the fourth thing is to have faith. Now, I'm gonna, I know what I believe in, and you believe in what you believe in, and I have no problem with that. But have faith in something, whether it's yourself or a higher power. Have faith that things are going to work out. And for my Bible people, I know that this is something that, and I'm not just gonna say Bible people. I say Bible because I was raised up with the Bible, so that's what I know. But it doesn't just have to be the Bible. My spiritual people, that there is something higher than yourself in the world, and you can draw faith and you draw strength from that, and that helps you to live a more courageous life. So you have to have something that brings you faith, even if it's yourself or I'm not judging. If it's some inanimate object, use it. People give teddy bears to children all the time, or a security blanket. It's an inanimate object until they can, have something that's bigger than that. So that would be my 4 how, because you guys know I have to give some action steps. So thank you guys so much for listening to this craft talk. It has been a pleasure, and it has been a fun one that I have sincerely enjoyed creating. Please leave me a comment in the section below if you like it, or leave me some of your thoughts about courage. And I look forward to reading and interacting with you guys, and I will see you next time. Remember, craft talks are every Friday, so come in and join us, or if you want to come join me throughout the week, I have other creative stuff available, and I will see you then. Bye.